What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something that is basically guaranteed to start arguments. I'm breaking down what I personally think are some of the best K-pop groups of all time, not just based on popularity, but impact, music, influence, and performance. And I already know right now, you're not going to agree with everything I say, but that's exactly why we're here. Let's get into it. 5. NewJeans, the minimalist era shifters. Now, this one is going to divide people hard. NewJeans came in and changed the vibe of K-pop almost overnight. What makes them stand out? Extremely clean, minimal, nostalgic-inspired sound. Very casual, effortless concept direction, viral success without heavy promotion-style marketing. Strong focus on mood and atmosphere over intensity. Controversial take. Some people say their music is too simple, but others argue that simplicity is the point, that they represent a new direction in K-pop, where vibe and mood matter more than complexity, and whether you love or don't connect with their sound. They absolutely shifted industry trends. 4. Stray Kids, the self-made sound identity. Now this is where things get interesting. Stray Kids are one of the few groups where their identity is extremely self-driven. What makes them stand out? Heavy involvement in producing their own music. Very distinct sound, direction, intense. Experimental, loud energy, strong performance-driven concepts. A very loyal global fandom built around authenticity. Now here's the controversial part. Some people say their music is too loud or not, for casual listening, but others argue that having a unique, instantly recognizable sound is exactly what makes them one of the strongest groups in the industry. You don't confuse Stray Kids with anyone else, and that matters. 3. Twice, the consistency legends. Twice is where people underestimate greatness. They weren't just a cute concept group, they became one of the most consistent hitmakers in K-pop. What makes them stand out? Extremely strong, catchy discography. A clear identity that evolved over time. Long-term relevance without disappearing. Early Twice defined an era of bright, addictive K-pop songs. Later Twice showed growth into more mature concepts without losing their identity. Controversial take. Some people think they played it too safe musically, but others say consistency over a long career is way harder than constant experimentation. 2. Blackpink, the cultural brand giants. Now this is where things get spicy. Blackpink is one of those groups where people argue endlessly. Not enough music versus every release is iconic. And honestly, both sides understand different parts of the truth. Musically, they don't release as frequently as other groups, but when they do, it's designed like an event drop. What makes Blackpink stand out? Extremely strong branding. Each member has a clear identity. Songs built for performance, impact, and virality. Global fashion and cultural influence beyond music. Now here's the controversial part. Some fans say their discography is too small to be considered best of all time. But others argue that influence isn't just about quantity. It's about how recognizable your presence is worldwide. And you hear one beat, one hook, one visual style, and you know it's them. That recognition factor is insane. Before we get to 1, make sure to subscribe to the channel for videos every Friday and Tuesday. 1. BTS, the global game changer. Let's start with the obvious one. Now, before anyone says overrated or mainstream pick, you cannot talk about K-pop history without them. What makes BTS different isn't just popularity, it's trajectory. They didn't debut as a guaranteed top-tier group. They built everything step by step. Strong storytelling in albums. Deep emotional themes like youth, pressure, and identity. A massive connection with fans that felt personal, not just promotional, and then they crossed over globally in a way no K-pop group had done before consistently. What's controversial here is this. Some people say their newer music isn't as strong as their older eras, and that's where the fandom splits hard. But even if you don't love every release, their impact on the industry structure itself is undeniable. They changed what global K-pop success even means. The real debate: what makes a best K-pop group? And this is where the argument never ends, because everyone defines best differently. Some people value sales and records. Some value musical creativity. Some value performance ability. Some value cultural impact. And that's why these conversations never have a correct answer. Because best depends on what you care about most. Outro? So yeah, That's my list of some of the best K-pop groups ever, but I already know this video is going to split opinions completely. Now I want you to comment, asterisk, who did I get right? Asterisk, who did I disrespect, according to you? Asterisk, and who is missing from this list? But keep it respectful, because I know K-pop fandom debates can get intense real fast.